Welcome to part 9 of the Sonic Adventure 2 Let's Play, and we are going to be starting off with the Dark Side story. And my god, what a small hiatus, but it's still a hiatus regardless. I actually had to redo this recording. I had technical issues. I don't understand why or how it happened. I just hope that this works. I guess you could say that it's another reason why this video is only, say, 13 minutes long. Okay, so this is actually the main reason why people start off with the dark story first. It's because, well, yeah, this is where we actually meet Shadow for the first time. Well, supposedly. And now we're in the first stage, Iron Gate, immediately starting off with a mech level. Going, Omochao, why can't I lock onto you? But whatever. This is the only time, not counting any spin-offs, where Eggman is actually a playable character. And it's even better when you get to play as him in the Chao Garden. I'm serious. But I'm not going to show that off just yet. Iron Gate, it has these doors where they're going to be closing. You know, you have to shoot the 4 points in order to blast them open. You have these elevator sequences which are kind of slow, and kind of break with the pace. There we go. What was I going to say? When it comes to the mech gameplay style, this should have been just for Eggman, and Tails could have had the same gameplay style as he did in Sonic Adventure 1. Because I don't know why he's in a mech. I guess, well, then again, it is like a last minute choice, because he originally wasn't supposed to be playable according to Sonic Retro. What else? Find new editing, I would play this in chronological order, but I can't. I don't want to rip off anyone. Okay, just oh man, the Iron Gate. Obviously it's the first level, so it's really not supposed to be difficult or challenging. It's supposed to get you into the mech, how it handles. So yeah. Okay, so we have the final stretch here. You actually have to trigger this door closing sequence in order to actually move on. So what do? Shoot the button. Yeah, Eggman doesn't simply press it because he's too fat. And then use the dash pads, and that's the goal ring. And that is the end of Iron Gate. The first level. And now we have the moment you've all been waiting for. Well, to those that are new and are joining this LP for the very first time. Yeah, I'm kind of wiped. If only I didn't have that issue. But no. Okay. So, as for the voice actors, there's I already mentioned, well, I may have mentioned this in the previous video, but Ryan Drummond is once again the voice actor for Sonic. Connor Bringus is the voice actor for Tails. Like I meant, as I mentioned earlier. Knuckles is voiced by Scott Dreer, which, oh, to Scott Dreer's credit, he's pretty good. Although, show some emotion, man. And Eggman is once again voiced by Dean Bristow. As I mentioned before, I cannot be redundant enough. But now we have the most famous character in the series, Shadow the Hedgehog. And what's this? Eggman isn't colorblind? He can tell the difference? Gee, I wonder why. Okay then. We never get to use that ability in any game. Never. Okay, so we had the first boss, and, well, the video should explain itself, but the first boss is Hotshot, similar to Bigfoot, the same boss that we fought in the hero side. But now we're playing as Shadow the Hedgehog. Shadow plays very similar to... Shadow is pretty much the same as Sonic, only... I mean, he can spin dash, he can somersault, well, that was embarrassing. Anyway, like I was getting into earlier, he can spin dash, he can somersault, he can still do the homing attack. Heck, he doesn't share the same upgrades as Sonic does. In fact, I don't think Shadow gets any new upgrade. But I think the only upgrade that Shadow doesn't really get is the bounce bracelet. That's pretty much the only one I can think of at the moment. Alright, so as for voice actor, Shadow is voiced by David Humphrey. And, well, personally, I prefer Jason Griffith as Shadow. Oh, especially like, and I can't believe I'm saying this, Shadow the Hedgehog, and even more regrettable, and even more admittedly, the Sonic 06. Which I'm gonna say right now. Jason Griffith as Shadow in Sonic 06. He is pretty much one of the only good voice actors out there in that game. Sonic sounded too bland, even though he was the same voice actor. Eggman was okay, but not really interesting. And the rest were just subpar. It's like no character showed emotion. At least here they do. Especially since you know about Sonic 06's story and why it's considered a miserable piece of... why it's a considerable piece of crap that no one should care about. Ugh, man. I'm not saying I'm not looking forward to it, guys. The only exception I have is, of course, the game's plot and the loading screens. So, yep. I mean, I'm going in a pattern, guys. The next game I'm doing is Creature from the Krusty Krab, just for a warning, just to, finish this little trilogy I came up with. Because I originally intended to do the SpongeBob games as a review, but since I'm not really up to par with reviewing yet, I'm gonna stick with the LPs, and doing a SpongeBob trilogy is the best way to go. And then afterwards, it's gonna be Sonic. I plan on other games, though, trust me. It's not all I play. Just for clarification, that's not all I play. I play Grand Theft Auto, I play Mario, the works. But now let's talk, but looking at the game itself, well, I like the fact that everyone can keep their upgrades, even though we technically just time traveled back. Yeah, it kind of happened in Sonic Adventure 1, but here, with all the upgrades Knuckles has, It's so blatant. And I haven't commented on this earlier, but look at all that junk he's wearing. Even this one Sonic short was making fun of that. I believe it was the Omochao short. You've got a serious spinal condition for carrying too much junk. I love that. Okay, so now we're playing as Rouge in her first stage, Dry Lagoon. Just like Wild Canyon, the stage is not too bad per se, but it's rather, it's rather closed and not very big, although this level does have 2 sections. And you basically kill those gun robots and just to free the turtle. It's your only way to get to the next area. Well, the second area in the level. Alright, so as for Rouge, just for a little brief rundown, as you can obviously tell, she's pretty much the exact same as Knuckles. So she can climb walls, she can dig in the ground, spoiler warning, and she can glide. Although it's kind of obvious because she is a bat. Although, why can't she just fly? Oh yeah, this is one of my biggest dipshit moments right here. It's like, no, the emerald piece is over there. I'm not doing so good. This is just, I'm failing at the simplest stuff. Oh, there it is. Nope. Where are you going? Oh, get back up there, you moron. And at that point, I just slapped myself. I just facepalmed myself. I was saying, well, I'm a friggin' moron. Oh, man. I can't imagine how Mad Space is gonna be. From what I can say right now, it's probably not gonna end well. Alright, really, the cosmetic difference with her attacking is she basically attacks with her feet. She's pretty much a martial art. She's pretty much like mastered martial arts, so that's something I thought I'd give out there. Rouge's voice actress is, and I said this in Sonic Adventure 1, Rouge is voiced by Lani Minella, which, again, I'm going to say this again, she was the voice of Bubsy in Bubsy 3D. Honest to God, I am not making this up. But that is it for this part. The next time, in part 10, we are going to be doing Sand Ocean. So I'm GameMan5804, and you guys have a great day.